Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in today's video we're going to kick off with a Forex Help Desk series. Most of the videos that I produce come from queries that come either through our help desk or through the forum, and I end up making a video. I'm going to formalize that a little bit more by having regular Forex Help Desk videos discussing questions that come through our help desk. So in today's video we're going to be looking at some error messages that clients are experiencing, and then a very general problem where EA settings are not producing profitability. Okay, so here's the actual email that we received at the help desk. I'm not going to read the whole email, but you can see the problems identified here are the error message that appears on some of the EAs, and then the problem of consistently losing trading a particular EA. So let's address the first question. This error message appeared on the client's EA. He wants to know what to do about it. So firstly, one thing one has to realize about error messages is that there are different types of error messages. Firstly, there are critical error messages that you really do need to contact the support desk to resolve them. Then there are error messages where EA is merely communicating events to you. Like in this particular case, it is basically saying, I have missed a particular update or adjustment, and that could often happen just because of fast movements in the market or spread increases that make it very difficult to process a transaction. So the nature of this particular error message is a communication one where it's just telling you, hey, I missed a certain update. Now, the thing with error messages is you need to read the error message, because many times, and that's the way they've been designed, there will be a solution within the error message. There will be, to resolve this error, press this button, or it will tell you what to do. So don't panic when you see an error message. Just read it very carefully and you might be able to resolve it yourself. This is just a communication error message, and if you read the information that's provided, there seems to have been some latency in the communication between the broker server and the client server. So it's not something that can be resolved, and it is just a communication. Now we'll see the solution to this particular error message. So the answer to this particular error message was simply to press F7, which opens the input for the EA, and then press OK immediately, and it will not interfere with the trading of the EA at all, but it will renew the EA, and the error message may disappear. If it does not disappear, then it is a more important error message, and you should contact the support desk. Okay, so let's have a look at the second question, which was that the settings were not producing profitable results. Now, one of the things that you need to realize about EA trading is there's a lot of luck involved in you selecting the right currency, the right setting, and the right EA for your particular trading. If you are trading one EA and one setting on its own, so you're putting all your faith in that one EA and that one setting, which is good if you get it right, but it's bad if you get it wrong. So what we're showing here is that the Dream Machine, in fact, had positive settings and it had negative settings in our monitoring account service. Our monitoring account service trades a lot of EAs and a lot of versions of that EA, and that allows us to get this kind of information. So you can see certain settings were nicely positive and other settings were negative. And if you look at it overall, if you look at the monitoring accounts overall, they are slightly positive. So it's a case where the client has basically selected the worst settings, and that is what the client is experiencing. And obviously, if the client had used all these settings, he would have been breaking even, but he would have had the knowledge that those settings over there are probably not the best settings to use and those are probably the better settings. So he could eliminate those settings and focus on those settings. So the first lesson here is try not to put your faith into one setting, one EA. Try and spread the settings that you are using for a particular EA so that you can firstly spread your risk and also gain a lot of knowledge about that trading. But also there is another thing that says don't trade one EA with one setting. Rather look at a number of EAs, and the reason being the Dream Machine is a sideways market EA, and if the market that you're trading starts trending in this sideways market EA is not going to make money. You've got to understand that. That's just a fact of life. But the trending EAs will make money in a trending market. The sideways EAs will make money in a sideways market, but the market doesn't always just trend and just go sideways. So you need a portfolio to offset the losses of one with the gains of another. So now, at the same time, the make money EA, now there's the make money EA, and strange enough, it's more or less the same type of settings, has produced fantastic results. In fact, these particular settings have doubled the account over that same time. So the other alternative is you use 2 or 3 or 4, you use a portfolio of EAs to balance your risk and to optimize your income. So if this client, for instance, had traded, let's say, 3 settings of this EA and 3 settings of that EA, the client would definitely have been positive. So the portfolio approach is way more recommended than putting your faith in one EA or one setting. Very important to understand that particular concept. Now, that's how the huge institutions can be profitable with the portfolios that they trade, in that they can balance those portfolios to offset the rigors of the economy. So when the economy is doing well, certain shares will do well, and when it's doing badly, certain shares will do well. So they can actually balance the whole portfolio and reduce risk considerably. In some cases, they can actually factor risk out of the equation, and this is another way that you can do it for Forex. So here's the rest of the answers. So when trading EAs in general, it's better to choose a selection of EAs and settings if it is possible. Now in this case it is in fact possible, because this client is putting all his faith in one set of settings, one EA, and trading 0.05 lots per trade. Rather than trading 0.05 lots a trade, you can trade 0.01 lots of lots, and then you can put your faith in 5 different settings, and you can spread those 5 different settings over one EA or a number of EAs. So this client has the resource to do that, and that is what the recommendation is. Furthermore, as you can see, there's some valuable information that comes out of our monitoring service, showing you which EAs are doing well, which currencies are doing well, which time frames are doing well, and which settings are doing well. Now this is quite a valuable service, and therefore we recommend to the client that he has a look at this particular link for more information about the monitoring service. So I hope you've found this video interesting, and it has given you some ideas about Forex trading and how you can improve your Forex trading. From me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.